Yeah, she finna drink that baby into the graveyard. She gonna smoke that baby lung go. I bet that baby have a respiratory infection.
For doing the baby like that, than me saying the baby got a bobblehead neck. Baby neck can't stiff up.
There's something about Charleston White, love him or hate him, he knows exactly how to stir chaos. And this time, he's turned the spotlight straight onto Chrisean Rock. The same Charleston who's made a career out of being brutally honest and unapologetically messy just unleashed one of his harshest tirades yet, calling Chrisean a dummy, accusing her of being unfit, and claiming CPS will soon be coming for her baby. He didn't sugarcoat a single word, from calling her out for smoking and drinking during pregnancy to mocking her live streams with baby Junior. Charleston said what millions were already whispering but were too afraid to say out loud. And whether you think he's cruel or courageous, the truth is, this entire situation feels like a slow-motion car crash, one we can't look away from. Before we dive deeper, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because what's unfolding between Charleston, Chrisean, and Blueface might be one of the darkest chapters in social media's obsession with celebrity chaos. It all started long before Junior was even born.
Chrisean tried to unalive Junior. What? Every day.
That nigga got a weak ass explosion, bro. That nigga explosion weak as fuck. Look.
Back when Chrisean was pregnant, Charleston was already warning everyone that this wouldn't end well. He went on record saying, "I got $5,000 that baby don't make it full term," and people lost it. He was accused of wishing death on a child, being evil, and chasing clout off a pregnant woman's pain. But as more clips surfaced, Chrisean drinking, fighting, even smoking, while visibly expecting, the narrative began to twist. Charleston wasn't just ranting for attention, he was calling out behavior that many quietly agreed looked dangerous. He painted a grim picture of a mother more in love with chaos than her own child. And even though it sounded cruel, some viewers now wonder if he was telling the truth the entire time.
I got $5,000 that Chrisean Rock and Blueface have a baby. That the baby don't make the full trimesters. I'm willing to bet this baby will not live to see on this side, outside that pussy. That baby ain't finna make it.
When baby Junior was finally born, there was a brief moment of calm, but it didn't last long. Instead of settling into motherhood, Chrisean's social media became a circus. She constantly went live, letting the internet watch every second of her journey, even when her son was crying or clearly uncomfortable. The live comments were relentless. People started pointing out that the baby looked off, had trouble holding his head up, or wasn't responding normally. Suddenly, Junior's health became the internet's favorite debate. Was Charleston's prophecy coming true? Was this the result of all the chaos during pregnancy? The whispers turned into headlines, and the more people speculated, the more defensive Chrisean became. That's when Blueface stepped in, and things really started to spiral. Even though he had publicly disowned Junior, claiming he wasn't his son, he still found a way to attack Chrisean as a mother. Blueface accused her of missing hospital appointments.
And I'm thinking reconciling with his father was gonna be what's best. No, it's not. It's the opposite. He need to go back and stay in jail. Always get hurt, bro. And I never hurt them. Straight up. So I'm giving a warning. Just like how that. See, look, I ain't even finna go there. I got bruises on my back. No, y'all cannot see the baby. Don't hit my phone. We not cool. Worry about yourself. They deserve to be in a grave or in jail. Father, we thank you for this food. We bless it. We sanctify by your word. We see you. Thanks.
Delaying Junior's surgery and putting clout over care. He tweeted, "She's unfit. She missed his surgery appointment to do what she wants." The internet exploded, not because people were shocked Blueface said it, but because it confirmed what Charleston had been yelling about for months. Blueface even admitted that he felt guilty for having a baby with someone he now called a crack baby, adding, "My son's hurting every day, and she's acting like it's not a problem." It was dark, cruel, and brutally public, yet it forced people to look closer. Why was a baby's medical history being debated online? Why did every tragedy turn into content? For Charleston, it was proof he was right. For Chrisean, it was humiliation. She was being painted as a monster mother in front of millions. And instead of hiding, she fired back. After Blueface got out of prison, he started airing her out again, posting bitter captions and acting like he was the victim. Chrisean snapped. She accused him of putting his hands on her.
Yeah, we all gonna die. Even that little retarded motherfucker gonna die one day. She gonna die and leave a little retarded without a mama. Yeah, we all gonna die one day, but ain't nobody dying because they picking on the
posting pictures of bruises and claiming he stomped her out just for calling him a bigot. She said, "Same man that never gave my son a chance, same man that posted my baby's private photos for clout, you're evil." Then she went live, crying hysterically, saying she'd tried to reconcile for the sake of her son, only to realize he hadn't changed at all. "He needs to go back to jail," she said through tears. "They deserve to be in a grave or in jail." It was messy, heartbreaking, and raw, and Charleston was watching. The next morning, Charleston launched into another verbal assault that left the internet stunned. He didn't show sympathy. He didn't offer comfort. Instead, he doubled down, saying, "Yeah, we all gonna die one day. Even that little bleep gonna die. She gonna die too." The clip spread like wildfire. People couldn't believe he'd said it about a baby. And yet, in that twisted Charleston White way, he justified it as
behavior dictates future performances. So, she came out of jail like most of them do, talking to the Lord, I'm giving life to the Lord, I'm getting saved. She back fighting, he did. The boy seemed slow.
Truth, he said. Chrisean talks about giving her life to God, but turns around to fight, drink, and parade her baby around like a prop. Behavior dictates future performances, he said coldly. She came out of jail talking about she's saved, giving her life to the Lord, now she back fighting and drinking. That boy seems slow. It was one of the cruelest statements he's ever made, but even then, he didn't apologize. To him, this wasn't bullying, it was accountability. Meanwhile, the public started to split down the middle. One side condemned Charleston, saying he crossed every moral line. Even if that baby has issues, one commenter wrote, "It's disgusting to mock a child like that." But others, disturbingly, said he was right that Chrisean's own actions during pregnancy contributed to the baby's condition. People began posting old clips of her bragging about smoking, laughing while fighting, and showing off bruises like battle scars. To them, Charleston was harsh, but he wasn't wrong. And this divide became the center of the story, a moral war between compassion and cold truth. As this storm raged online, CPS became the new buzzword. Rumors started circulating that calls were being made, that authorities might finally step in. Charleston himself claimed he'd contacted them, or planned to, insisting it was for the child's safety. Whether that's true or just another bluff, no one knows, but it's believable enough to make headlines. Because at this point, the internet has seen too much. The missed doctor visits, the hospital posts, the erratic lives. Chrisean went from being the wild reality TV girlfriend to a public case study on motherhood in the spotlight. And the cruel reality is, every mistake she makes now feeds a system of judgment she can't escape. But behind all the noise, the rants, the tweets, the live streams, there's a much deeper question. How did we get here? How did a 4-year-old woman, a new mother, become the internet's favorite target and spectacle all at once? Charleston White might be the loudest voice calling her out, but he's also a mirror reflecting a world that cheers for destruction. People claim they care about baby Junior's well-being, but every time his name trends, it's attached to arguments, insults, or memes. It's like we've forgotten this is an actual baby, not a storyline. And yet, the cycle continues, because chaos sells. Even Charleston himself has become part of the very machine he criticizes. He says he's trying to save children like Junior, but his delivery turns concern into cruelty. Still, in his twisted logic, that's the only way people will listen. He told his followers, "Y'all don't care about no baby unless somebody say something crazy. I'm gonna make y'all care." And as harsh as it sounds, he's not entirely wrong. His rants get more engagement than any actual welfare discussion ever has. It's entertainment disguised as outrage, and the audience keeps feeding it. Meanwhile, Chrisean continues to live her life under that magnifying glass. Every time she posts, there's a flood of comments analyzing her baby's breathing, posture, or expression. Every mistake turns into an accusation. Every attempt to defend herself just deepens the narrative that she's unstable. It's like the world is waiting for her to fail, so they can say Charleston was right. And the more she pushes back, the more fuel she gives him. Blueface, on the other hand, thrives on the chaos. He knows how to play victim and villain in the same sentence. Every time Chrisean goes live, he posts something cryptic, dragging her back into the storm. It's almost like neither of them knows how to exist without drama, and baby Junior is stuck in the middle of it. And that's what makes this entire story so disturbing. Because while Charleston's words may sound heartless, the situation he's describing is painfully real. A child being raised in constant conflict, two parents who weaponize each other for clout, and an audience that treats it all like a reality show. Now, the question isn't whether Charleston was lying, it's whether this entire generation of online spectators has lost the ability to separate concern from cruelty. Because in this digital courtroom, everyone's a judge, but no one's accountable. Charleston White says he's speaking truth. Chrisean says she's fighting for her baby. Blueface says he's the victim. And somewhere in between all those loud voices, a baby who didn't ask for any of this is caught in the crossfire. Maybe that's why people can't look away. It's not just gossip anymore, it's tragedy wrapped in entertainment. A live-streamed fall from grace happening in real time. And whether Charleston's intentions are righteous or rotten, his words have forced everyone to face an uncomfortable truth. This isn't funny anymore. This isn't just content. This is the real-life cost of turning pain into performance. So when Charleston says, CPS is coming, maybe it's not a threat. Maybe it's a warning. Not just for Chrisean, but for anyone who confuses fame with healing. Because behind all the clout, behind the shouting and the viral clips, there's a baby whose life is being shaped by every click, every comment, every post. And whether we admit it or not, Charleston White might not have been lying when he said something bad was bound to happen. Maybe the real question now isn't if CPS will come, but whether anyone will actually step up before it's too late.